Who'd have thought it? These are exactly 380 milliliters. The only question is, how am I gonna hide some beer in that? Well, hey guys, Ruben here from RespShop. As you can see, I've got the water chamber for both the AirSense 10 and AirSense 11 in front of me. I've got some weird colors. I've got some two very odd bottles. They can only mean one thing. We're doing a test today. Now, ResMed claim that both their AirSense 10 and AirSense 11 have the exact same capacity with their water tub, which is, as you've guessed it, 380 milliliters. So we're gonna put that to the test today because I can't tell you how many people complain that the AirSense 11 doesn't hold as much water as the AirSense 10. In fact, it's often stated as a reason why people don't upgrade or why people have upgraded and then go back to the 10. So let's clear that up. Let's end this debate. Let's make sure that they are what they claim and they're exactly 380 milliliter capacity. So we should be able to empty the entire bottle. I've got a bit of food coloring to put in both two to make the difference obvious, and it should land exactly at the max fill line. I haven't done this myself, so we're gonna be finding out together. And just one thing, if you haven't watched our hack on how to fill the AirSense 11 water tub up perfectly every time without it spilling, as it often does if you open it up and do it in the traditional way, then go check that out. I'll be doing that for you here as well. But this is another little tip that I like as well. If you get a container that's exactly the size of your humidifier tub, then you know every time you'll be filling up to the max line if you fill this up first and then transfer it into there. So I'm gonna add some food coloring so that it's more obvious, and then we'll test this out. That's pretty cool, right guys? I really liked it, especially for me. I'm a video guy, so I loved seeing the food dye go into the water and the slow motion and the colors. Oh, that's up my alley. But anyway, I digress. That's not what we're here for. The bottom line is yes, I can verify that both water tubs do indeed hold 380 milliliters almost perfectly, hitting their max line. So that is not a problem. You may have noticed, by the way, that when I was doing this, I filled the AirSense 11 water tub up a little differently from the AirSense 10. That was the hack that I mentioned earlier. If you want to know how to do that, I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. Now, just because both of these water tubs hold 380 milliliters, still, I've had some people say that the AirSense 11 doesn't last them the whole night, whereas the AirSense 10 used to. So why might that be? Well, if that's you, I would suggest going into your settings and looking at your humidification settings. You can set the level for the amount of water that goes through the humidifier and up through to your mask in there. And sometimes it's just about finding the right balance for you and your climate and your setup and making you feel comfortable, but also making sure that the water in this chamber can last you the whole night. So just tweak that until you find the right setting and balance for you. And who knows, maybe one day ResMed will listen to all this feedback and actually make a 500 milliliter tub or something like that we don't even have to worry about dialing that in because there'll be plenty of water left. We can dream, right? Well, speaking of which, I hope you sleep well tonight. I'll see you next time. And as always, sleep tight. Bye-bye for now.